pretty.
And I'm kind of a bit shy, just a little bit. I better get myself comfy. I'm lazy, I'm tired, and I don't really care anymore. And my first attempt went very poorly. So today's video, I will be discussing certain stories with my hair dyes that I've done before in the past. Oh god. I'm gonna have to look through my devices just so I can, my memories. Memory is very, very poor. Or should I say I have a very poor memory? I mean, that would have been a lot simpler. I know there's some on my phone and there's one on my other phone. I have like 6 phones, I feel like a drug dealer. Okay, so I do remember one picture because it's probably one of my most regretted pictures I ever took. And it's not like I kept it saved anywhere, but I accidentally came across it recently and I'm just there like, oh my god. So I guess when I was in year 7, I used to have this weird thing with colours. My dad used to keep buying hair dye and I kept dyeing my hair red, but it was dip dyed, and surprisingly I loved the colour at first because it appeared hot red. I just don't like the picture. But at one point we bought 2 more because I had 2 more tries. I mean, my parents weren't completely against me dyeing my hair. We just used to buy it secretly because I wasn't at that right age to have my hair dye at the time. But, you know, whatever. Parental advice and that. At one point, I dyed my hair again, so I tried dyeing my hair red. But this time it didn't work because next day, went to school, everyone kept looking at me, stupidly got my planner out, tried hiding my hair with my planner. Obviously it's retarded because that wouldn't have worked anyway. It was hot pink. It was bright as anything in that room. My hair wasn't as morbid as my foul, disgusting, boring uniform, but all I can think of is that maybe they accidentally put the wrong colouring in the wrong box to make that happen. I don't exactly have a picture of me having hot pink hair. I mean, it's not so bad looking back at it, but I wasn't intentionally wanting my hair to be pink because I wasn't that girly back then. Fully violet, oddly enough, and probably one of the bestest colours I've ever had on my head. And it was the very first colour that I went fully, but my parents were always against me having fully blonde hair, and this has something to do regarding past traumas of my mother's, and all I can say is that she's just racist to blondes, so don't really know really. It's the whole thing, oh, if you have blonde hair you're gonna get taken into care, blah 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 blah. Well, I can tell you that that's false. That's not going to happen to you. So if you guys really want to dye your hair blonde, don't let anyone stop you from doing that because it's your decision. It's what makes you comfortable. If you want to dye your hair blonde, then go for it. No one's really going to stop you. So I did it at one point just to piss off my mum, but we'll get to that eventually. My parents thought I had a gothic phase. It wasn't. It was an emo phase, so I took it to heart and offence. So I kept dyeing my hair fully violet. I'm not going to explain in depth because there was a load of horrible stuff that happened at home at the time, but I really liked it, but I didn't like the colour that it faded to. Eventually in time, I dyed my hair fully blonde and I loved it. It just took a long time to dye. From strawberry blonde to dirty blonde to golden bright blonde, it looked really pretty. I only did it just to get back at my mother because she's vile. And if she's watching this video, then hi bitch, I don't care. If you're using my name in your mouth, I'll tell you something, you're better off just getting a bar of soap and washing it out of your mouth. Yeah. Kind of dyed my hair the exact same colour as my ex-girlfriend at the time, and it was partly because I mainly hated my mum, but it was also because I wanted a fresh new start, and I forgot the other reason why I dyed my hair, but I was so sad. Then once my hair was blonde, I dip dyed it blue. I just liked People did say it looked kind of like Harley Quinn, except the other side wasn't pink. Boo-hoo. I mean, I wasn't intentionally wanting to look like Harley Quinn, but okay then. It's kind of like an insult, kind of not in a way. It's kind of like a compliment. I decided to go fully blue. When it faded, it was actually really pretty. It was like a turquoisey blue, but you know, one of those moments when you just sit there and think, why the fuck couldn't I be born with this hair colour? I really want to. I want to be a Smurf if that's what it takes. At first, I decided to dye my hair fully black for the first time. So at first it was like a midnight dark blue sort of colour. It was nice. But then after that, dyed my hair fully black. And when I say jet black, it was jet black. And that was to get back at my father. I don't really know. I felt more emo. I felt more dominant. Weird enough to say. I felt like a bat. Very dominant and a bit more empowered. Fully violet again. This time it didn't really work. It was more pinkish reddish. It was somewhat purple. And then after a while it faded to red again, like an orangey red, so I thought, fuck it. Never tried it, but I'm gonna try it. So I decided to dye my hair fully red. I felt like Little Red Riding Hood.
Better get ready, Little Red Riding Hood.
I don't really have anything really to say besides I hate majority of the pictures. I mean, it's like when I first dyed my hair fully violet, and it's the way that I used to wear emo gloves, emo chokers, and it's the way that I used to position myself and look seductive. People used to say, one of my friends said, you look like a Russian prostitute. And then when I dyed my hair fully blonde, and then I went to my other college, I wore eyeliner, and when I took another picture, there was something wrong with the picture, but for some weird reason, one of my ex-mates were like, you look like a sexy prostitute, and I was just there like, thanks. This is like deja vu. And I was just there like, wow. From me being 14 and me being 16 or 17, I'm being called a prostitute once again. So it's like, will this ever change? Probably not. So many enemies, some wanted me to die. They were heartless. And they didn't even know what anxiety or depression was, neither did I. Until only longer that I realised I had at the time. So whenever I dyed my hair, dip dyed at first, they slowly ended up copying me. I know that's not just me thinking that, because I know it's the truth. I mean, if you haven't already subscribed, please do. I don't have hairy armpits.